What do you know? I'm in my car again. Hi. I just realised I haven't introduced myself or introduced the vlog or anything. It is Tuesday. It's a new week and a new vlog, and I'm actually feeling quite good. Despite my Aura ring telling me on the regular that I am super stressed. But I am on the way to my I am on my way to my last ever, well, of this block with this person that I've got through the NHS. My last ever CBT or cognitive behavioural therapy session with Natalie, and I can't believe that has been started. I think it was in November, and we've had 8 sessions. I'm still, if I'm perfectly honest, the verdict is still out on whether it's what I think of it. I do think it has its place, and I think if I do more research into it, then yeah. And when it comes down to it, it's actually quite not simple, because nothing to do with mental health is ever simple. But I'm worried that you're going to fall out of this holder. It's all to do with things like, see what I mean? What's going on here? It's all to do with things with basically responding, not reacting, prioritising joy, basically, which I am terrible at. And yeah, it's all to do with your behaviours, as the name suggests. But if you haven't watched, you haven't watched my previous vlogs. In the last vlog, was it the last vlog or the vlog before that? So 2 vlogs ago for you, I think. Are you still filming? Now my gimbal's just doing its own thing because it hates this holder. Are you still there? Oh my god, now you're super zoomed into my face. What the hell's going on? Right, 3rd time lucky. I think we've got it. Maybe. Yeah, so one of the last vlogs, basically my second last CBT session I had, she retested for like anxiety and depression, and basically I had halved my scores compared to when I first went back in November. So she was quite impressed with that, and I was too. But then it gets me frustrated because I think, right, so I've managed to do that with my anxiety and depression, and yet my Aura ring tells me that my stress has been trending up over the last few months. And then yesterday it said that I had been in a very, very high state of stress, even though all I did yesterday was I had 3 PT sessions in the morning, and they're all people I love all my clients. So I had Laura, then Sam, who's my friend, well, they're all my friends, but you know what I mean, and then wee Kim. And before wee Kim's session we actually took a wee look in, she'd never been in Forgotten Worlds, which is like the kind of hobbies and collectibles shop. Had a wee look in there, had her session, then I went and met Jenna and India, who is was my prenatal client, and we got to meet her baby. So I don't quite understand how meeting a baby is very stressful. And we were there for a good few hours, and I don't know if it's maybe because I did have 2 coffees yesterday, so I don't know if that is contributing to it or what. And then I was going to train, but I thought rather than doing a kind of half-ass session, I'm just going to do a 30-minute Pilates thing that I found on YouTube. So I don't know. When I was reading more into it in the Aura thing, it's saying that basically I'm living in a constant state of low level fight or flight, but I knew that. So this morning I made a very, what's the word? I made effort to, I got up when my alarm went off because I used that app, which means I have to get up. And then I actually did again on YouTube. YouTube's amazing. I found a 10-minute breathwork thing that I did. And then I went and did my ice bath because I wanted to, not because I felt I had to. And then had my breakfast. And then I just sorted some bits out for mum before I come out now. And now I need to try and find a parking space. Watch me add to the stress. Can I go in here? Is this a space? I'm just going to make it a space. Right, and now I'm going to do my little ritual of walking into town and getting my Costa. Right, I'm going because it's 11 o'clock and my appointment's at past. Oh my goodness, I was having an actual panic attack there because I couldn't find you. But guess where you were? The first place that I looked but not looked properly. Oh dear. Let's tell you up. I apologise, I look like an egg. I've not put makeup on yet. It's Thursday. Oh, it started raining. That's not why I look like an egg, but it's Thursday. I've got scalp serum in. I'm going for my blow dry later. Get my brows done this afternoon. It's all going on. I don't think I spoke to you yesterday, did I? The hormones have been hormoning. Yesterday I felt, some days I just have days where I just feel black. That's all I can describe it as. I don't mean I'm ever going to do anything to harm myself or anything like that, but I just feel this. It's actually like, and I can, like, sometimes I take myself out of my body and observe myself and I'm like, Melanie, you're being so ridiculous. But in that moment, I feel like I don't want to be positive. I don't want to be grateful. I don't want to do this. I'm like this little gremlin that just, like a 3-year-old toddler having a tantrum. And I just feel really bleak, and the rejection, sensitivity, dysphoria thing was doing it. Like, for example, I had messaged Lisa. Hi Lisa, I know that you watch these. And basically, so Nina's, her wee girl's birthday party is on Sunday. And it's in Edinburgh. And Lisa had very, very kindly invited me, but I'm just not in the headspace to go, and I think I would be horrendous company. So I had messaged Lisa and I just basically explained that. And then, of course, Lisa's very busy. She is a very busy lady, busy job, obviously, as Nina, has her own life in general. So I saw that she'd read the message, and that, of course, instantly, but then didn't reply, and that instantly made me spiral into this, the whole like rejection thing of, oh my god, I've upset Lisa, she's going to hate me, I'm a terrible person, why do I not want to go to this party, what's wrong with me, I wish I hadn't sent that message, blah 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 blah. But then, of course, like Lisa literally messaged me about 2 minutes later and was like, that's fine, don't worry, do you need to talk, blah blah blah, because she's a good person. And it just, like, any other day I probably logically would have thought XYZ, she's busy, whatever, but not yesterday. So yeah, I can't remember why I was Why have I got a notification for the bark tail? Probably knows that it's Thursday and I'm going to Glee Club. Although I'm actually debating whether to get the full loaded fries tonight. First world problems happening right here. I'm just making some porridge and then I'm going to do some work for half an hour. I've not really got much done today because, if I'm honest, the last few days my nervous system has been shot to pieces and I haven't either felt like doing anything or haven't been capable of doing anything. And then of course that then leads to thoughts of why am I like this? Why can I not get things done? Blah 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 blah. But that's no help to anyone. But I'll show you this. So I had my last time I spoke to you was when I had my last CBT session with Natalie, and it was really good. And in typical fashion, on that day, I felt fine. I felt normal. And then it just went downhill from there, really. So that was Tuesday. Yeah, I didn't speak to you yesterday. But before I left, she filled out this for me. And it's so funny because her writing is exactly the same as my Aunt Trisha's. It's actually quite freaky. But it's all things like how I feel when I'm well mentally, what are my ways of coping, what do I need to do daily, weekly, monthly to maintain my well-being, what would be helpful for me to do more of, what resources can I make use of, so on and so forth. I don't know why she's put YouTube and speech marks, but because I had said, like, obviously I do, like EFT tapping, meditations and stuff through YouTube, so, but I've got this in my tea and coffee cupboard, and I was trying to remind myself of all this yesterday. Didn't do so well, but heal. Oh, I'm also going to show you this. I mean, ignore all this and the mess. But I finally cleared, I was going to say out my desk. I've still got to go through all the drawers and stuff. But I've cleared my desktop and I have been working from here today. And it's actually been quite nice. Hello, handsome boy. Oh, and probably everyone knows this already, but I've discovered that I can play YouTube music through my phone, through my Amazon device that's down there. I'll not say it in case it sets mine off or yours off. So that's been amazing because it's opened up a whole, like, I've been listening to the Project Hail Mary, not the soundtrack, but like, what is it, they call it the score, so like the kind of music, do you know what I mean, the kind of like, so like the bit, for example, when Rocky's ship comes up next to his, and they're like he's doing these manoeuvres to try and get rid of him, and Rocky's just copying him. Oh, you have to be there, you have to watch it. Have you watched it yet? If you haven't watched it, please do. I was actually going to go back last night for a third time, and I actually parked the car at the cinema and went in, but I was in such a bad mood, and Costa didn't have the vegan cheese and ham toasty, so that set me off, so I just went home. When in actual fact I probably should have stayed and watched it, because it would have cheered me up. But I was doing some Googling, and hopefully it's going to be out, available to stream. Well, I think initially it was meant to be the 12th of May, but they did extend it at the cinema, so now people are talking about June. But I hope it's not that far away. I'm just going to have it on constantly. It's my new favourite film of all time. Browser done, and I've come down to the beach, because of course, but I don't remember ever being here when the tide's been so far in. So I'm hoping I can actually get onto the beach. Or if it will be too far in. So it's wild. These last few times I've been in, this has been a way out. Don't know if I'm going to get down the beach, you know. My brows are looking a bit angry. She made them darker than normal, but they'll dry down. Let's see. No pun intended. Oh no, I don't think I'm going to get you down here. That's mad. This is definitely the closest in that I've seen it in a while. Right, shoes are going off, even though it's freezing. Going for a paddle. How much for a toasty?
$5.75.
Take it, this one's mine.
Ask me
We're at the car garage.
to see what are all these cars doing here.
After me saying I didn't want a Corsa, I'm test driving a Corsa. I've been assured that apparently the timing belt issues have been rectified. Hello! As you can tell, it's sometime later. Mum and I ended up being out for... Wow, my brows are brown. How nice are they? For about 4 hours this afternoon. So I had... This morning I had a very unsuccessful... It was meant to be a doggy daycare date. So my cousin Heidi had messaged me and said they were going to be out for a good chunk of the day. Could I go round and let their dog Piper out for the toilet? And I went round and Heidi was like, when you go in, just shout her, she'll come down the stairs, she'll be dead happy to see you, let her out if you want to take her walk, blah 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 blah. So I went in and there was like not a sound. I thought she might have been like barking because someone was coming in or whatever, nothing. Eventually I tracked her down up the stairs and she went mental at me. I mean, she was just doing like usual dog thing. I was effectively a stranger. I have met her a couple of times, but I was effectively a stranger going into her house. We tried, I say we because I was messaging Heidi back and forth and then I phoned her, well she phoned me. We tried everything. I tried giving her treats, I tried giving her ham, I ended up throwing ham at her to no avail. At one point Heidi FaceTimed me so we could show Piper her on FaceTime. And I ended up giving up because I didn't really want to push it either because I also had to remember that she is a dog and I didn't want to get bitten. So I think my Aunt Karen and Uncle Norman were ending up going round. But anyway, after I thought because I'm out... Excuse me. Because I'm out, I decided to pop round to see Mum and Dad because it was such a nice day. Well, it was quite cool when the wind was blowing, but sunny. And, oh, spoiler alert, I have officially sold my truck. So it's happening, people, the truck is going, and I'm quite sad about it, as stupid as that sounds. But I also feel like it had to be done. So, largely because HMRC are counting it as the equivalent of £10,000 income, which is why my tax is so big. this year. But that's another story and another rant for another day. Anyway, so that's been sold, so of course I need to find a new car. And I had seen a couple online that I sent my dad to look at, but as it turns out, I ended up taking the little powerhouse that is my mum with me. So we decided to go to a couple of the car garages that are in Kilmarnock, and I ended up test driving a new Vauxhall, well not new, I think it's 4 years old, Vauxhall Corsa, which I had originally been against because my first two cars were Corsas, and one of them the timing belt went on it, but the guy was saying that the timing belts have been replaced from rubber ones to Kevlar, so that's basically what all cars have got now. So they should be a lot more reliable. I never thought I would be a Mini person, like a Mini Cooper person, but they had one and he let me sit in it and it was a sport. I'm rubbish with cars. See, when you turned the engine on, oh my god, the noise. And it was so nice inside. But mum didn't let me have anything to do with that one. So, because of the time that we ended up going, essentially the shop was shutting, so I'm to find out tomorrow if I can get the finance for it. So everyone cross your fingers. Even though by the time you're watching this, we'll know what's what. Anyway, I just thought, as you can see, I'm very late, it's now 10 to 9, but I am editing this week's... Why is that only one clip? Right, oh god, what have I done? Right, there we are. Yes, Jack. Like... I just thought, while I'm editing this, I will... Oh, look at that still. It's come up. That's a thumbnail if ever there was one. Yeah, I thought while I was editing this, I will just close that off. No, editing last week's vlog, but I will close this one off. So thank you for watching. Please do all the usual stuff, like and subscribe. If you feel up to it, leave some sort of little comment, please. How about if you get to here, leave a little car emoji, if that's possible. And, ew, he's got eye bogies. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!